My name is Don, and today I will show to you how was my experience as Condition Reaper in the last beta weekend. If you watched my previous video, you'll notice that I had a blast playing this specialization. I think ArenaNet nailed in every single point with this specialization. Was just everything that we necromancers were in need. I think I already talked enough, and you guys hated to see the video itself, then watch me talking all day long. One last thing before I forget. The guide about the build I'm using in this video will be at the end with commentaries. Okay, enough talk and let's check this out. Finally, the build guide part has come. I used Arabic armor with Crate Runes. Crate Runes apply conditions when you use an elite skill. It's great to cover your chill. For the weapons, I used dire weapons with the sigil of Geomance and Hydromance on scepter and dagger, and sigils of Geomance and Corruption on staff. Now that Shroud activates on swap sigils, I think it's a pretty good combo. As for trinkets, I went full Diary. The HP boost is very nice. Later on Battle Weekend, I realized that I'm not using any traits or sigils that depend on critical chance, so I went full Diary gear and was able to hit 32k HP, which is crazy. I plan to test different runes and sigils once the expansion gets released. For traits, I picked the combination of Spite, Soul Reaping, and Reaper. It was simply the combination that I most succeeded in the last Battle Weekend. I tried to take Curses instead of Soul Reaping, but my life force generation was poor and I ended up dying for the lack of Shroud. Okay, in Reaper line I pick Relentless Pursuit. It's great for World vs World, meaning you are harder to get soft CC'd and have better chance to disengage. Next one is Chilling Victory. Since the Reaper is based on chill, it means that your target will be chilled for the most of time, so you can generate some life force by simply attacking, and they also boost your condition damage by a bit because of the might stacking. The last trait in the Reaper's line is Deathly Chill. This is the one I most enjoyed. Reaper is based on chill and now your chill will deal damage, compared to 2 or 3 burn stacks depending on your condition damage. Okay, next is Spite line. I pick Bitter Chill. It just has the best synergy with Reaper being based in chills, making you able to stack up to 25 vulnerability on your targets, that now also affect condition damage. Of course, I would pick Chill of Death. Boon removal is never too much and is always welcome, plus it benefits from Bitter Chill, stacking even more vulnerability. And let's not forget, chill application is equal to damage now, because of Deathly Chill. The Grandmaster trait got me undecided for quite a good time. I was struggling between Signets of Suffering and Unholy Fist, but at the end I was most successful with Unholy Fist. It's an AoE Boon Corruption that applies Cripple when you enter in Shroud. The synergy with Reaper is incredible, since Reaper's Shroud is entirely melee range. And this left us with our last trait line, Soul Reaping. I have picked Soul Marks because of the utility it provides, making you able to land your marks even if your target is blocking, and life force generation is always welcome. Next, I pick Vital Persistence. This one is mandatory as Reaper, in my opinion. Without it, your Shroud will degenerate at a crazy rate. And last, but not less important, Dumbfire. This trait went from a not good choice to one of the best if not the best. Since Reaper Shroud attack faster, you are now able to maintain up to 6 stacks of burning, dealing around 3k damage per second. During this battle weekend, sometimes I actually auto-attack people to death. I believe you guys already know every weapon skill, so I won't be showing it. Just a note, I only pick Dagger of Your Hand to make up for the loss of Plague Sandy on the Curse line, which I will not use anymore. As for healing skill, I pick Consume Conditions. I still think this skill is the best healing skill we have outside of PvE, even with the high cooldown and the vulnerability on yourself. Next one is Corrupt Boon. As you know, necromancers are known by their ability to corrupt boons, and it's a great thing since most of romance relies heavily on boons, and I also pick this skill to make up for the loss of Signets of Suffering. As for secondary utility skill, I pick Plague Signet. This one is by far my favorite condition cleanse. You just take all the damage that your opponent was applying to hurt you and transfer it back to them, and it's still a stun break on a 30 seconds cooldown. This one I can't let go. Spectral Walk. This skill stun breaks, give you movement speed burst, and give you the chance to disengage on people. As for Elite, I was testing Ripple of Grant, which is a human racial skill, and Shield to the Bone. I still couldn't decide between those two. I believe Ripple of Grant deals more damage on a low range, and Shield to the Bone has more utility at cost of damage, with a wider range. I will be making tests with these two skills over the week and let you guys know. This is it, guys. I hope it was helpful and fun to watch. See you on Wednesday. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content like this.